whistle cuts the silence of the ghost town asleep. I walk with shadows, my boots stirring secrets that the dust keeps. Whiskey breath, old leather, echoes of cries beneath the moon. Each step a story, a lover's dance turned to a traitor's tune. Blood on the dusty boots, red as the desert sun fading. Lost souls wander air and curse the land forever waiting. A kiss of betrayal, a scar left burning deep. Blood on the dusty boots, secrets that the shadows keep. She was a fire burning bright in a church long since forsaken. Her love was a promise till I found the vows were taken. Under the veil of night, her whispers traded for a silver light. Ghost of her touch haunts me as lonesome train whistles cry. Blood on dusty boots, painting paths I've roamed through silent deserts and forgotten graves I've combed. A heart sworn to vengeance beneath stars that weep. Blood on the dusty boots, the price the night does reap. In the eye of the dust storm, I face the heart that deceived. Her shadow in the doorway with the truth up her sleeve. Bullets through the silence like thunder breaking through. What's done in the darkness comes alight in the morning. You, blood on the dusty boots, now mingled with the earth so cold. A tale of love and vengeance in the winds forever told. Through the valley of the damned to the end, I'll ride. Blood on the dusty boots, my spirit won't abide. Each riff of the guitar cries the sorrows of a past that's etched into the land, where every grain of sand knows the weight of a broken man. Forsaken desert sand, a town lies buried, secrets clenched in its land. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the damned, and the wind whispers tales of a cursed barren strand. Hear the silence of the serpent's prayer in a ghost town where hope gasps for air. A bold heart once betrayed now flares under moonlit crosses, a sinner's despair. Lonely spurs echo down the old gallows lane, past burning churches where only shadows remain. He loved her wild through the storm, through the pain, till she vanished like smoke on an outbound train. Hear the silence of the serpent's prayer in a ghost crossroads, under a blood-red sky, he found the truth in the curse of an eye. Forgotten graves crack under foot. Oh, why did the love he knew had to die? Now he walks through the silence of serpent's prayer, with a gun slung low and a cold empty stare, in the land where even angels dare not dare. He rides alone with ghosts everywhere.
In the shadow of the silent desert's moan, where the wind whispers secrets best unknown, stands a man with whiskey in his weary bones, and a heart turned harder than the stones. Dust devils dance on this cursed earth trail, ghost towns echo a mournful wail. He rides past churches, charred and stale, undisguised weep ash instead of hell. Outlaw heart beneath the smoke, lost love's a fire that never broke. Through burning lands on paths he strode, where every step is on cursed road. By the light of a lonely train's lament, he recalls a love twisted and bent. Betrayal's knife from the dark was sent, in a letter that smelled of roses never meant. Rode through nights to settle the score, past forgotten graves and the legends of yore. Each bullet a promise to even out the war between what life gives and what it's sold for. Outlaw heart beneath the smoke, lost love's a fire that never broke. Through silent deserts his vows he spoke, to the shadows his only kin and foe. In the eyes of the storm, he faced his fate. In the heart of the dust, he saw too late. The love he chased was a ghost of bait, a trap set by hate to seal his gate. Outlaw heart beneath the smoke, he rides now where no words are spoke. In the silence he's the echo of a stroke, of dark tales under the desert's cloak. Outlaw heart forever roam, in the desert's arms he found his home. With every turn he writes his tone, in the land where lost souls forever come.
In the shadow of a burned out church, with the devil at my side, dust kicks up where the hope once lived, and the long gone brides are cried. Moonlight casts a guilty glow on whiskey lying spent. Echoes of a train whistle from a time that's long been ran. Whispers in the outlaw heart like wind through cursed land. Tales of love lost to the storm and life slipping through my hands. Each gust a ghostly serenade, each star a witness stark. I roam these silent deserts with whispers in my heart. Beneath the bones of ghost towns where my broken dreams reside, I met her eyes like summer skies, but winter was her guide. She left with secrets wrapped in cloaks under cover of the night. In her wake a trail of smoke and the fading of the light. Whispers in the outlaw heart like wind through cursed land. Tales of love turned to betrayal beneath the moon's cold hand. Each step a chapter of the past, each breath a parting mark. I wander lost horizons with whispers in my heart. By the forgotten graves I've come to terms with my own sins. Her voice a haunting melody that dances on the wind. The truth is sharp as desert glass, cuts clean through the lies. In the silence of this wasteland, a part of me just dies. Whispers in the outlaw heart like dust that never settles. Revenge a bitter road ahead, twisting like the devil's. Tonight I'll ride in this curse or let it claim my part. A soul adrift in shadows with whispers in its heart. In the shadow of the gallows, where the cold wind moans, lies a tale of a man, buried bones beneath stones. Whiskey bottle in his hand, and a heart turned to rust, haunted by the memories in the desert dust. Beneath the dusty boots lies a story untold of love lost and betrayal in the days of old, where the sun bleeds red on the cursed land. Echoes of a gun held in a trembling hand. He rode through silent towns with a ghost by his side, chasing whispers of a love that long ago died. In the churchyard at midnight, where the dead trees weep, he swore an oath over her grave, a promise he'd keep. Beneath the dusty boots lies a story untold of love lost and betrayal in the days of old. Through dust storms and sorrow by love and hate. Under the pale moonlight, he faced the traitor's eyes, a brother in blood, now an enemy in disguise. Two shots rang out like a train whistle's cry. One man stood, one man laid, ready to die. Beneath the dusty boots, a tale of revenge unfolds in the heart of the desert, where the night is cold. A gunfighter's legacy carved in the sand, leaving nothing but footprints and a shaking hand. So if you wander through this ghostly land, beware the story of the boots you may unwillingly share. Each step uncovers what many have found, a life of shadows beneath the ground.
Out where the shadows meld with the scorched plain, church once stood, proud neath the sun's rain. Met the horizon with a spire so tall, now just ashes where the fire did crawl. Whiskey bottles clink in the ghost town bar, while a dust storm wails neath a cursed star. The church fire waltz in the silence of the ruins and the faults. Spin with the ghosts in the pale moonlight, where the flames took her from me that night. I heard her laughter on the old train's whistle, saw betrayal's face, cold as a thistle. She loved another, took my heart to the grain, left me with nothing but the drought and my pain. One strike of the match, burning bright and fast in that old church wood, laid our love to its last. Dance, dance, the church fire waltz with the echoes of our love and its assaults. Twirl with the memories I can't fight, silent desert screams in the firelight. In the burned pews I see her face, haunted, taunting, lost in that fiery embrace. Was it revenge that led my hand, or her heart too broken to understand? Dance, dance, the church fire waltz on a bed of embers and the frost. Forgotten graves call out my name. In the church fire's glow I claim my shame. Dance, dance, the church fire waltz alone, where my soul can meet its cost. Step with the shadows that know my plight, under starlit skies I embrace the night.
Out in a valley where the dead trees whisper, dust rolls through like a lonesome drifter. Moon hangs low, painting shadows on bones. Ghost town echoes with forgotten moans. Old saloons creaking, wind's got it speaking of a love once fierce. Now it's just remnants leaking. Whiskey bottle lay shattered, a testament of night when love turned to betrayal under faint starlight. Lost love and smoke in the air, all is broke. Haunted by the whispers, the promises we spoke. The desert knows my pain with its cursed refrain, burning like the church where nothing remains. There's a tale of a woman with eyes like stormy skies, led me stray with her sweet, deceiving lies. In the back room of the chapel, she swore her heart by dawn's light. Her truth tore mine apart. Through the silence of the prairie, train whistles cry, a soundtrack to the day my heart did die. Left me with the echoes of what used to be, a haunted shell of gone like smoke on the breeze. Lost love and smoke under a blackened oak, echoes of the fire where all my dreams choke. The wind sings of despair with its chilling affair. In the ashes of the church I find her glare. On this cursed land I stand with a gun in my hand, facing the ghost of the past that I can barely withstand. She's a mirage in the night, a painful burn inside. In the dust storm's heart I prepare for the fight. Love and smoke, the past I evoke. This ghost town bears witness to the heart she broke. No more chains in the silent desert rains. In the fading embers glow, I release my pain. Lost love and smoke, let the spirits revoke this outlaw soul from a final cruel joke. As the desert stars peak, in solitude I seek the strength to forgive as the memories leak. In the shadow of the black sun, the dust whirls and dances. Whiskey bottles lay strewn in this town of ghostly glances. An old train whistle moans through the silent scorched air, echoing round burnout churches in a land stripped bare. Beneath the black sun where our sins lie heavy on the ground, broken vows and forgotten graves where lost souls are bound. I hear the call of vengeance, a whisper on the wind. Beneath the black sun where the end and beginnings blend. She was a vision fair as a desert, blooming spring's embrace. But her heart hid shadows, a love turned to chilling disgrace. By the chapel we vowed, under
but she vanished with dawn. Left a note, didn't say goodbye. Beneath the black sun, where promises fade into the dust, love turns to ash, fueled by a trail of unyielding mistrust. The echo of her laughter, now a ghost in the wind, sad moan. Beneath the black sun, I wander these badlands alone. At the crossroads I face the devil with her face. In the heart of the desert our memories I trace. A shot rings out, breaking silence like a cry. Under the black sun, I can't let this lie die. Beneath the black sun, with my heart bleeding deep in the sand, I've laid to rest her deceit in this cursed, forsaken land. Now the black sun sets, and in darkness I find my peace. As shadows embrace me, my soul finally finds its release.
In the valley where the shadow lingers, under skies as old as the moon, a church steeple charred and fingered by the wrath of a scorned man's ruin. Whiskey whispers in the ghost town dust, echoes of a train that's gone. No mercy in the church fire, burning red. Flames whisper secrets of the damned and dead. Lost loves lament, a bitter choir singing to the heavens of the church fire. Like an old coat frayed, her locket cold against his chest. Promises like graveyards laid in soil, barren as his heart's unrest. Through dust storms that erase the tracks, and silent deserts hold the tales untold. No mercy in the church fire, wild and wide. The skies cried ash when the faithful cry. Betrayal silhouette against the pie, cast by the blaze of the church fire. The truth unveiled on that cursed stage drove him deeper into the wild. Forgotten graves unearth their names as he stands alone. forever marked by the church fire.
In a town too rough for dawn's light, where the dust swallows your name, whiskey bottles lay like broken dreams beneath the old saloon's frame. The desert moon hangs a silent judge over streets that know my sin. Heard the whistle of the midnight train as the shadows danced within. Gone with the midnight train through cursed lanes under starlit pain, riding past forgotten graves where the souls of the fallen remain. Echoes of betrayal, the screech of tracks in my heart, a burning chain. All that's left is a ghost of love, gone with a midnight train. I loved her like the prairie white, wild winds in her hair so fair, but she vanished with a preacher's vow in a church left to despair. Found her turn to whispers crushed by the sound of the midnight train. Gone with the midnight train through silent deserts in my silent blame, chasing down dusty storms with my heart tied to a name. Haunting whistles taunt my revenge through the cold, through the strain. She's just a specter in the wind, gone with the midnight train. By the old tracks I stand hat low as the night whispers confess. Her laughter's a ghost in the wind, her touch a forgotten caress. The train's a beast on iron paths with a heart fueled by my pain. Every mile screams her name, weaving through my veins. Gone with the midnight train through landscapes of my own heart's terrain, past burning churches, through storms of sand, to where all is lost, nothing gained. This outlaw's tale ends on these tracks amidst the echoes of a refrain. Love a fleeting shadow, forever gone with the midnight train. Lying alone, lying in place, forsaken desert sand. A town lies buried, secrets clenched in its land. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the damned, and the wind whispers tales of a cursed barren strand. Hear the silence of the serpent's prayer in a ghost town where hope gasps for air. A bold heart once betrayed now flares under moonlit crosses, a sinner's despair. Lonely lonely spurs echo down the old gallows lane, past burning churches where only shadows remain. He loved her wild through the storm, through the pain, till she vanished like smoke on an outbound train. Hear the silence of the serpent's prayer in a ghost town where dreams turn to scares. A bold heart broken beyond repair, every whisper secret laid bare. At the old dusty crossroad under a blood-red sky, he found the truth in the curse of an eye. Forgotten graves crack underfoot. Oh, why did the love he knew had to die? Now he walks through the silence of serpent's prayer, with a gun slung low and a cold empty stare, in the land where even angels dare not dare. He rides alone with ghosts everywhere. Underneath that crimson sky, where the vultures circle high, town of shadows, whispers, tales, silence trails and rusty nails. Whiskey bottle by my side, spirit lost to the night's ride. Each step creaks in ghost town halls, to the tune of the dusty boots waltz. Oh, dance me through the wind and sand, where promises break like brittle land. Turn my heart with your cold false calls, spin me round in the dusty boots waltz. Met a girl with wildfire eyes in a chapel built with lies. Her love a dagger dressed in lace, my heart left to plead its case. Echoes of a train sad moan carried dreams we'd never owned, under stars that watched and judged. In our silent waltz we trudged,
her smile, a beacon in the frost, guiding me where all but despair is lost. So play that mournful melody of love's bitter treachery. In the dust let my sins exhaust, haunted forever by the dusty boots walls. Fate has spun, the die is cast, in the dance of shadows I'm free at last.
Under a blood-red sky, I ride through the sand, past ghost towns and graves in this God-forsaken land. A whiskey bottle clutched, memories flood like rain, the echoes of the past whispering with pain. Riding through the cursed land, heart heavy as stone, lost love and betrayal. In this desert I roam, each mile a reminder of the cost of my sins. Riding through the cursed land, where the darkness begins. Storms swirl round like the lies that were spun. Found love in her eyes, neath the same burning sun. But a train whistle moans, a dirge for my soul. She's gone with the shadows, where the night winds blow. Riding through the cursed land, guns at my side, silent desert's witness to the tears I've denied. Seek redemption or a bullet to end my plight. Riding through the cursed land, through the endless night.
Shadow dance at every painful turn. My heart calls for justice, but there's no peace to find. Only whispers of the past twisting through my mind. Riding through the cursed land, this tale's nearly done. Fate's a cruel mistress under this merciless sun. But in this endless desert, I've made my final stand. Riding through the cursed land, gun cold in my hand.
bottle lays by a cursed land's gate near the hanging tree where the dark winds wait. Echoes of train whistles over the plains through the quiet remnants of forgotten pain. Where the hanging tree waits, so still, so grim. Underneath its boughs, I sing this hymn for the souls of the lost, the betrayed, the gone. In the heart of the night, their spirits drawn. A tale of a lover with eyes like stormy skies, her promises as hollow as her alibis. In the light of a burning church, I found my dread, or whisper in the wind, better off dead. Starlit badge that led me astray to the land where the shadows swallow the day, where the hanging tree waits, its branches sway, calling out the tune of the stray. For justice, for vengeance, beneath the moon's glance, in its eerie silence, the dead they dance. By the light of a dust storm, I face my foe. In the silence of the desert, the truths I now know. The bullet was swift, a flash in the night by the hanging tree, ending the fight. Where the hanging tree waits, with nooses old and frayed, I laid down my gun beneath its shade. For in the wild desert, under vast starlit sky, rest the tales of the old, where my heart lies. Out where the dust storms whisper, down in Dead Man's Cove, the church bells rang their last beneath the crimson sky stove. Whiskey bottles lay empty by a grave no one knows. Echoes of train whistles as the cold desert wind blows. Church fire and smoke where my heart once spoke, buried in ashes under rose we broke. The sky wept flames on forsaken lands as vengeance slipped through my trembling hands. She was an angel turned shadow in the moon's haunting glow, promises made at the altar, now just embers that grow. Her love a ghost town abandoned in the silence of scorn, left me with nothing but the night and the thorns. Church fire and smoke, where my soul got choked, lost in the fury of the words we once spoke. Burning timbers told the tales of our plight under the cover of a merciless night. There in the blaze, I saw her face, haunting the aisles, a fleeting grace. The truth burned bright in the heart of the flame. Her betrayal, a curse, I whisper in shame. Church fire and smoke, where our dreams did evoke, now just a memory of black and oak. In the ashes I lay my revenge to rest, forsaking the love that failed the test. In the silent desert under stars so remote, I walk alone with church fire and smoke.
In the shadow of the moon, where the dead cacti stand, lies a valley veiled in dust, known as the Cursed Land. Whiskey bottles clinking in the grip of ghostly hands, train whistles moan a tune that only the lost can understand. Midnight strikes like a solemn bell. In this haunted haven we dance with hell. Echoes of the betrayed under a spell. Revenge stirs the dust where the dark secrets dwell. A fading town where the church painted in ash, once alive with love, now succumb to a backstabber slash. Silent streets tell tales of a paradise crashed, last prayers whispered, faith cruelly dashed. Midnight strikes, the past unfurls, among the rubble the smoke still curls. The wind sings sorrow to the ghostly girls, in their eyes the flame of vengeance swirls. Here I stand at the edge of despair, facing the ghosts of those who once cared. The truth as sharp as the cold night air. Avenge or forgive, a choice laid bare. Midnight in the Cursed Land, a tale of dust and bone, where every forgotten grave is a story eternally alone. I choose the path of the weary, let my sins atone. In the cursed silence I embrace the unknown.
that old ghost moon, shadows stretch from the black saloon. Dusty boots by the door, echoes from a deadly tomb. Whiskey burns through forgotten fears in the silence between your sins and tears. Wind whispers tales of a cursed man's fate, lost loves and lies and the wrath they create. Midnight in the dusty boots where the desert holds its breath. Every step is a heavy truth in the dance of life and death. Gunslingers and the outlaws ride beneath the stars they roam. Cursed to haunt these silent plains forever far from home. There's a tale they tell of a burning church where a bride never left her perch. Veil like smoke in the dust storm swirl, vengeance the heart's eternal whirl. A train whistle moans a lonesome cry, past the graves no one dares to spy. Ghost of a man with nothing to lose, paid his debts in blood and bruise. Midnight in the dusty boots under skies of bleeding wheat. Echoes of the gunshots ring where the scorched earth holds its keep. From the shadows of the gallows high to the edges of the town, a lone figure walks the night with a head brimmed down. In the silence face the mirror's crack, saw the darkness staring back. End of his wandering, end of the chase, a bullet's goodbye, the past to erase. Midnight in the dusty boots, redemption's bitter taste. Haunted by the roads he rode and the life that he laid waste. Now he sleeps beneath the stars that watch without a sound. Peace in the cursed lands and the ground he finally found. Every chord strum tells the tale in the land where lost souls wail. Midnight in the dusty boots, an outlaw's final faithful trail.
Where the dead trees bend, whiskey bottles lay with the tales they end. The moon throws shadows over cursed land. Ghost town echoes of a new stand. Footsteps whisper through the silent dust, each one haunted by a broken trust. I'm dancing with my last ride under cold starlight, spurs and silence in a slow graveyard glide. She's a memory that the whiskey can't hide, dancing with shadows on this long last night. Once loved a woman with fire in her eyes, found her whispering with my demise. Trust traded for gold, love sold for a price. Betrayal's kiss felt colder than ice. In the quiet of a church, flames rose so high, left nothing but ash and a lonesome goodbye. Dancing with my last ride beneath a blood-red sky, with the ghosts of my past and the reasons why. She's just a phantom that my heart can't deny, dancing with tears that I can no longer cry. By the old rail tracks, heard the train's mournful call echoing the night of my deepest fall. Faced her specter in the dust storm's wild swirl, saw the truth unfurl side by side. This dance, my final stand with fate's harsh guide. In the desert sands, I abide, I abide. This journey through shadows and dust, set to the tune of a lone guitar, draws its last breath as a story fades into the vast, haunted expanse of the West.
The edge of dust in a ghost town's embrace, where the shadows stretch and the coyotes howl. An old church burns, the steeple lost in space, whiskey bottle clinks in the hand of the fowl. A lone whistle rides the wind from a distant train, echoes carry tales of what I used to be. Gone with the outlaw heart beneath the cursing moon's light, hunting the horizon where my demons hide in plain sight. Love's a forgotten grave, sworn by blood to never part. Tonight my soul's the price I pay, gone with the outlaw heart. Knows her secrets, keeps them close. Dust storms roar like the anger in my veins. She was the oasis, my reprieve, my dose. Her betrayal a noose woven from love's own chains. Silent deserts witnessed our vows crumble to dust. Her whisper, a serpent's left me broken, a shell of rust. Gone with the outlaw heart, chased by the shadows dark, running from the past where sorrow's etched its art. Love's a haunted tale in this land harsh and stark. Tonight I ride through hell. The man I've become at an unbearable cost. A showdown with my ghosts in the streets we start. Gunsmoke will be my host, revenge a bitter part. Gone with the outlaw. With each beat I depart from the man I once was to fulfill destiny's chart. This journey ends where it did start, in the silence of the desert. Gone with the outlaw heart. Out of a window's foul. In a town too grim for dawn's early light, where the whiskey whispers secrets and the stars fear to tread, she stands by the doorway, a shadow in white, with vows made of venom and roses once red. Dust devils dance where the chapel once stood, and the train's lonesome whistle moans her grief to the cold. In the silvery gleam of that cursed silent wood lies the story of love, bought, betrayed, and resolved. Oh, widow's heart, keep your ghostly vow, sworn over graves where the lost lovers lay. By the burnt church's bell, she's calling him now to the town that the maps and the good folks betray. Underneath that dead oak where they swore to be true lies a ring and a bullet, a story untold. He promised her stars but gave the night's cruel hue. Her bed now a ledger of debts cold as gold. Her groom found in darkness, his whispers like rust. In a barroom's cruel laughter, her fate turned to dust. Through a curtain of tears she watched love turn to lust. Now the prairie winds howl for the justice she trusts. Oh, widow's heart, curse your bitter vow, bound by the shadows where old lovers stray. By the burnt church's silence, she's haunting him now, in a ghost town where hope and the damned souls wait. Moon, she finds her old flame with a gun and a Bible. Her tears turn to wrath. In the silence between them she whispers his name, a vow made in darkness, a straight vengeful path. A shot in the desert, a fall in the dust, an echo that carries through bones and through rust. The widow's lone vow takes its toll as it must. Love's ledger now settled, she turns from the past. Oh, widow's heart, rest your weary vow, leave the cursed lands where the cold spirits play. By the burnt church's shadow